Tonight we hear from parents and people who have retired, comparing their lives and outlook on Europe with families in Granada land right here.
Granada is in Andalusia, which is the biggest area of the biggest region within Spain. Granada has always occupied a very privileged place within both the national and the international imagination.
Granada was the last place to be conquered by the Catholics from Muslim rule.
This was a period of great kind of commingling between different religions, like Islam, Jewish traditions, and you can see that in the architecture.
In the cuisine, in the history, in the architecture, that's really noticeable because there were so many hundreds of years of Muslim rule, much more than any other area of Spain.
En Granada las personas disfrutan, pueden ser diferentes, porque es una ciudad que tiene la mezcla de una ciudad histórica, patrimonial, cultural, de mucha tradición, y es una ciudad universitaria, con lo cual es un espacio de encuentro de tradiciones y modernidad.
We're living in Prestwich in Manchester, but to come here to what must be one of the most beautiful parts of Spain is an absolute culture shock for us from the northwest. Family is everything, community is everything, people help each other, they talk to each other.
Yo me llamo Jesús, aquí tengo a mi esposa Amadora, tengo 2 hijos, mi hija Amadora y mi hijo Jesús.
El núcleo fundamental es el eje sobre el que gira todo. De hecho, cuando hay un problema familiar, no es de un núcleo de padre, hijo, no, se extiende al resto de la familia.
We're born and bred Liverpudlians and lived in Manchester, we're northwest through and through. We moved out here to Fuente Camacho last August. Socially, you know, we see far more people than we used to do when we lived in Manchester. The day we moved in, our Spanish neighbour, Maria Carmen, knocked on the door, doesn't speak a word of English, but she stood there with a carrier bag of courgettes that they'd grown in their garden.
And a handwritten note that she'd had translated into English.
Where we were, we had neighbours who were Eastern Europeans. And of course, now the boot's on the other foot, we've come to, we're the outsiders, if you like. You feel almost special because you are different, you're not Spanish. Everybody's been so welcoming.
Yo creo que el ciudadano medio en España sí sabe lo que es el Brexit y las consecuencias que puede tener.
In the back of our minds, we knew that Brexit was coming up, so we thought long and hard, didn't we? And we did all the research, but we were constantly aware of the clock ticking, you know, for the deadline.
The issues with Brexit, I suppose, mainly centred around, for example, healthcare. Our only Achilles heel, I suppose, and it could be a painful one.
Si optan por el Brexit duro, no sé, quizás sean lo bastante listos como para saber que eso les interesa más un Brexit blando, de manera que se queden con la parte más atractiva de Europa, que es su mercado.
It looks as if, you know, well, Britain hasn't got its act together at all, and you know, for somewhere like the UK, that's pretty damaging.
I think Spanish people are genuinely shocked to see the UK handling its affairs in the way that it's unwound.
It's a lovely place, you know, the Northwest. I like the people in Manchester and Liverpool. There's not an awful lot that I miss, is there?
Everton?
No.
No.